I've heard before, but correct me if this is wrong, but there is a little bit of a tendency to think that if my credit is really good, then I just need to go to my bank and basically that's just the solution for me. If my credit is not so good, I need to go to a mortgage broker because they will find me a different lender, but I will have to pay a much higher interest rate. How much truth or non-truth is there to this type of thinking?
I think we debunk that myth every single day, just simply because 700, 800 credit score. We've looked at renewal offers that were right now, still at the 2.29. And we do some quick calculations and look at TDS and GDS. And just from that phone call, say, yeah, we can qualify for 1.89 right now. So that's a big misconception, right? If you have no major life events and your credit score is good and you've been at your job for a long time, or you make good income, you just assume that the bank is going to step up and be able to offer you the very best product. That's a big misconception. There are times where you may qualify for something that you've never, ever considered. On the flip side, when you feel like maybe you have some credit challenges, you've had some life events, something that's maybe you think has damaged your credit, or you've changed jobs recently and you may not qualify, or your bank tells you no, and now you feel like hat in hand, you have to go to a mortgage broker and it's going to be so expensive. That's not true either. We're doing some great things right now, still at 1.89 and 1.9 for people who weren't able to qualify, they thought, at their own bank, just by simply getting the story behind it and taking a look at the credit bureau. And the education that we put into this process here on just the credit bureau, teaching them about utilization, it's 30% of your score, and your credit history is 35. And that's a big part of your score already that we can help you, improve to get that rate, or to put yourself in a better light in front of the next lender. So it's not always more cost because my credit's, not A1 or it's not the best. It's a matter of we might show you some things you can do in 3 months with your credit before you even do a mortgage with us that'll actually help you qualify if you can wait the 3 months. So it's a stigma that many of us have been trying to shed. 8 years ago, I mentioned it, right? We've gone corporate now. We're much more transparent. We're much more friendlier or this business is, not just us, but this process is a lot more education based and a lot friendlier in terms of, hey, the story is excellent and it doesn't matter what the score is now. Believe it or not, here's some products that are far less interest and far more advantageous to you than you ever imagined. You just have to be willing to make the call and get into a conversation.
So even if you have a fantastic credit score, go into a mortgage broker to explore the full range of your options does not equal a higher interest rate just because you didn't go directly to a bank.
Correct. I think we teach it here as well, that a renewal and a refinance are totally different things. Often you'll be given a renewal from your bank based on how well you paid your mortgage payments or whatever your mortgages come due, and you see the rate and you see one or two options and you sign and never think about it and send it back because it's easy. It's easy on purpose. It's designed for you to continue and keep your business with the bank and keep moving forward. That's a key point, especially now as it's the best time to be a borrower. That's a key opportunity lost, leaving money on the table at a renewal or a refinance to just sign it back. That's when you should be looking around and saying to yourself, the bank's offering me XYZ. It's worth a 20-minute call to someone else and share my situation and see what might be out there. An application has no costs, and see where we fall. So it's worth it to shop around.
And isn't it true that when you have an offer on the table from somebody, even if it's your employer or whoever it might be, that's when you have the most leverage? Like, why not take that time to make a few phone calls and say, hey guys, I don't really need anything, but I just got this paper with a mortgage renewal option for me. Just curious if you can do anything else that's a little different that I don't know about.
Right. And there's the key education piece. I don't need anything else. I hear that all the time, when in fact, this is the best time, Vlad, to be a borrower. So if I could get you some extra money out of your house at 1.89, could you not put $20,000, $30,000 somewhere else in a bond, a GIC or something for the 5-year term that you're going to sign for, and take that money. And now you become the investor. You don't need it right now, but if I could increase your mortgage slightly and give you 20 grand back, reduce your rate, beat the renewal, and give you money that you could invest, hopefully not on the stock market, but invest it somewhere that would give you a rate of return. And over 5 years, whatever you made on that 20 grand, you've made. So I love those calls when I get one from a client who says, I don't need anything. I just want to I want you to beat my renewal rate. And we go into the whole, this is the best. You could turn yourself into an investor right now on this call for free. It's a good time to take advantage of it.